All right. So I want to go through, starting with the week. I posted all of your information, and I'm gonna share the screen for this this upcoming week. Yeah, Monday, no workout. We got a Zoom meeting, but this is how it's going to be written out each week. I'll have the days of the week at the top, and then you'll have your warm up, your workout, cool down, and then my tips. Let's start with talking out with general information, general rules that are always good to follow. First one is water. It's been hot the last couple of weeks, months. The summer was really hot. I don't see it cooling down too soon, but always maintain some hydration before your workouts. There's been plenty of times where I, forget to fill my water bottle before school, and I end up puking at practice, and this happened too many times. Let's see. Body safety. Yeah, I want to talk about just protecting yourself. So you have a workout, and you might feel a hiccup in your quad, your hamstring, knee, whatever it be. Pay attention to that. That's how my season ended many times, is through something that felt small, but later developed into a full tear or something along those lines. So always put your body first, even though it might feel like something weak to do, but in reality, it's definitely the correct decision. Mental health too. I mean, if you're having a tough time, if you had a shitty day at work, shitty day at school, if you don't think practice is going to help, if it's going to make it worse, then just call it a day. Go home, rest, do what you need to do. I'm not going to be a Nazi about it. I think mental health and body safety is the most two important things, for sure. But yeah, I want to go through the workouts Tuesday through Friday, and then I want you guys to pop in, ask any questions that you have about the way it's written, any confusion on the drills, the format of the workout, and anything else I say. So feel free to unmute and talk whenever you need. But Tuesday, tomorrow, you guys will have a lap jog, and you'll have an A-style warm-up. A-style, you're like, what the fuck's that, bro? I have it written down here. You'll have your key for full A-style, soft A-style, and B-style. And then you'll have what you need to do in the warm-up all the way down. You always pull this up during practice. You don't need to feel like you need to memorize this. It took me 2 or 3 years to memorize an A-style warm-up. Bunny hops, I went over with Juliet, and she'll take you through that. If she has questions, I'll get to her and she'll supply that information for you during the workout. And then glute activations, scrolling down again, I have all these videos that should take you to YouTube, super short video, and you can watch it over and over until you kind of get what's going on in the drill. And within that, there is a glute activation video on how to do that. So that's your warm-up. Warm-up should be, you should pay close attention to your warm-up. Especially, you don't want to treat a warm-up differently from meet day, from practice day. And I know this is preseason and all that, but it's good to get in a good habit of being focused during your drills. To make sure you don't hurt yourself in the running. I've seen it many times, especially during high school when I was running. People doing a shitty warm-up, whether it be just poor effort, or they don't know how to do the drill correctly, and then they get in the run and, oh, look, there's 5 kids hurt on the second day of practice. You're like, how does that happen? Well, they're probably not doing the warm-up right. Okay, let's get into the workout. So it's going to be 3 times the X resembles times, 3 times 30, 60, 90 meters. And this is all at 85%. 85% resembles 85% of 100% of your max speed. It's your max effort. Think meet day. So 85% is intense. You're running fast, you're sprinting, but it's not 90% and it's not 95. So there is a little bit you can give for sure. So between the 30 meters, gonna be 1 minute rest, the 60, 2 minutes rest, and then 3 after the 90s. And that's just a set. And you will give, you'll just jump right back into the repeats. So 30, 60, 90, 3 minutes rest, 30, 60, 90, 3 minutes rest, following this guideline here. And I'll try to make it clear as possible written, just so I can remember everything during this meeting. So I'm going to have as much information on this doc as possible. And then after the last set, so if you get done with your third set, take 10 minutes rest. It's a good idea not to sit down, and you might feel inclined like, hey, I'm fucking tired, I want to sit down, I want to lay down. That's how you get stiff. All that lactic acid will just rest in your legs, and it's going to make it really, really painful, and you're not want to get up for your strength circuit. So it's good to kind of just, you can take it like, a minute or 2 to sit down, catch your breath, but don't spend the whole 10 minutes. You're not going to like it the way it feels. So the strength circuit, it's going to be after that 10 minutes. You'll have 15 squats and then 15 2-count lunges. So 2 count, there's going to be 1, 1, and that counts as 1 rep, and then 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 2 count. And you'll be alternating legs each time. So it's 1, 1, 2, 2. So you'll see 2 count a lot. So it's good to explain that and clarify that now. 20 calf raises and 10 jump squats. These jump squats do not need to be insane. You don't need to get like 20 inches off the ground. You won't be able to after your second, third set. So just get 1 or 2 inches. You can even just, toes up, just barely get off the ground. This is supposed to be a introductory week. It's not supposed to, you're not supposed to feel this like really, really intense into the following week. So yeah, that's your strength circuit, and you'll do that 3 times. And then I have the rest down here. So you'll take 30 seconds between squats and lunges, between lunges and the calf raises and so on and so forth. And then 1 minute between sets. You will be breathing hard for this. It's not easy. A lot of times, I notice, especially at the high school level, like the strength circuits will be pretty low-key, pretty easy if you want to improve your fast twitch, your speed, to get that big jump, to get that bounce over the hurdle. You're gonna have to work for it. And it's not going to be too bad. It's not going to be awful. That'll come, 2 weeks in time. You're really going to be kind of hurting. And then I'll have the cool down here. So 200 yards or so, that's just like 1 lap and back of the football field of slow jogging. You can take off your shoes, chill in your socks or barefoot, and just take a nice slow jog, get all that lactic out. It's always a good idea to cool down the body. So once again, not just sitting down instantly. And take as much time as you need to after this strength circuit. Your legs are probably going to be like lead. So take a second, but then you want to cool it down. Wacky walks I took through with Juliet, right? If you have any more questions about that, I can explain it or upload a video, whatever. But that's a great way to prevent shin splints. Jumpers, super important. Hurdlers coming off that hurdle, you're going to be pounding into the ground. Any sprinting, you're going to want to prevent shin splints. It's how you miss 1-2 meets, and then before you know it, you're not going to be peaking when you want to in your training. It's a good idea to prevent it while you can. And then a stretch cool down. You'll have another key for your stretch cool down if you scroll down. 15 to 30 seconds holds, 15 on the really, really intense, like, oh, that's tight. Oh, breathe through it, and then 30 seconds on the ones that feel more comfortable. And you'll have each stretch through here. And then anything else that feels necessary, anything that you remember from previous years of track, don't be afraid to put it in. Extending a stretch cool down is never a bad thing. If you have any questions about these, let me know. Got feet far apart, hands to ankles, hamstring / abductor stretch. You got your quad stretch, your groin stretch. Those are pretty simple. The IT band is on the side of your leg. So you have your quad on top, your hamstring on the back, and then on the left-hand side is your IT band. And the way to get that is you get your one foot over the other. So your legs are crossed like this. And then you bend down just like with any other hamstring stretch. And you'll feel it along that leg. The pigeon pose is a great way to open up your hips. This is really important for hurdlers. And there's other advanced hurdle stretches that I'll try and teach you guys later. Child's pose is like a yoga pose, but it's super great to kind of get the pressure off your lower back and open up those hips again to kind of like alleviate that the bound up stuff going on back there from running at top speed. Butterfly, another groin stretch, right? Calf stretch. This is a really good one too. Calf stretching is another really, really good way to prevent shin splints, because those areas around the shin bone there is how you protect yourself from shin splints. And then, anything else? Cool. And then you'll have your tips down here. Just, more gentle advice, things I've done wrong in the past that came back to bite my ass or hurt me in the moment. Do not rush your warm up. Like I said earlier, pay attention to that, especially your drills. I was explaining to Juliet earlier, the way you drill is the way you run. Everything you do in drills are biomechanics going on in your run. So you might feel really silly doing tripling, which is a video for, but it resembles part of your drive phase, out of the blocks. And you're like, oh, okay, it does matter. And then I have these two here. I probably won't have these warnings ever again, but it's really important to put into a habit is have a gradual deceleration after your run. On a 30-meter sprint, you're going to get up past your drive and your transition. You have 5 or 6 steps at 85% of your max speed, and do not slam on the brakes. That's how you pull a hammy or build up damage in your shins, your knees, your ankles, whatever else. So, take 20-30 meters to decelerate too. It really is that important. Okay, so that's Tuesdays. That's a hard workout. The format will be hard, easy, see how you're feeling, hard, easy, usually. Do you have any questions about the workout tips, videos, anything?
I have one quick question. But next time we're all together out on the field, Can we take out blocks and like practice block starts as well? And kind of go over those.
Yeah, I mean, block starts are a thing of their own.
Yeah.
The way you want to do block starts is when you're getting closer and closer to competition. Because it's a very, very low intensity activity, but it's it's a very, very focus intensive, drill, repeat, whatever you want to call it, because you want to have all your focus in it. You don't want to be tired. So it's kind of a day you want to dedicate to, and you might want to do it on an easy day. After your drills would be a good time. On Wednesday's workout would be a good time to try those block starts. But another thing is, if you don't know how to do a correct block start, I don't want you to be training the incorrect way the entire time without me watching, So I'm not going to say no, because I love block starts. They're fun. But I will say, be careful not to overtrain a block start that you're unsure of doing correctly. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Laura, have anything?
Are the blocks like out there, or are they locked up in the?
Pretty sure they're
shed?
locked up too. So unless you have a pair of blocks
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
If
Yeah.
you have, you can talk to your coach. You'd be like, yo.
Yeah, I can always text Trevor and just be like, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can totally do a block day session when I have a free day and we all are available. That way you'll feel more comfortable and confident doing your block starts on your own later. And we can do footage too. We can do footage training, drive phases, what your arms look like. And you can always be like, okay, that's what my arm's supposed to look like. Ooh, that's not what they looked like in that run. You know what I mean?
yeah, I need to focus on my arms a lot, like I was telling you last time I saw you. My form is so bad.
Yeah. And I'm not going to be able to upload a video of every mechanic there is in sprinting, jumping. I don't know how to jump. I'm purely training for you guys for speed and strength. I'd break myself trying to jump. There's just no chance. But yeah, I think Trevor could help you out with those blocks.
Yeah, I can always text him, and if we ever need equipment, he's usually pretty chill about that. I mean, he helped us like during quarantine to get stuff open, so.
Right on. Yeah, and let him know that I'm helping you out and have a training.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be sick. I'll just quickly go through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not going to explain everything in detail, but what you have to do in the bowl. So Wednesday is going to be recovery. So you're going to see that it's a lap jog, but it's a B style warm up. And B style, once again, down here. So it's going to be, there's all of your skips, all of your intensive activities in the warm up are going to be cut out. That way you're not going to be, you're going to be less warm, maybe a tiny bit, but it's just because you're not going to be doing sprinting at 85%. Instead, you're going to be doing 3 sets of these 4 drills, and they're all at 20 meters. There is videos on how to do these if you don't know how in the videos. And then you're going to do a core circuit. You're probably going to be doing 2 to 3 core workouts a week. We're going to start out easy these first 2 weeks, but pretty soon you're going to be doing some pretty good workouts for the core. I could blabber on about why core is important, but it feels good after you get that pump in. So you're gonna have to get used to core for sure. But yeah, here's your rest, and here's all the exercises, and then cooldown is going to be pretty much no different, except for you can walk instead of jogging if you choose to. You're still going to have those wacky walks, and you're still going to have your stretch cooldown. And then, yeah, chill out on the intensity of your drills because it's a rest day and you're gonna have some weird soreness going on from the day prior. All right, Thursday, get your lap jog. You're gonna have a soft A style. Once again, soft A's right here. There's just some really, really minor slight differences. But one thing you can think about is it's gonna be just a tiny bit less intense than a regular full A style. Okay, and then you have your bunny hops, just like you have on the other day, and your glute activations. Workout's going to be a ladder. There's going to be a short sprint ladder workout. You go 30, 40 up to 90, and then back down to 30. Your percentages right here. And then you're going to have walk back recovery for the 30 and 40. And I'll explain that. Pretty self-explanatory though. And the other rest, when you have 6 to 8 minutes after you've completed the ladder to go to your strength circuit. You're just gonna have a little bit of upper body. And you're gonna do 10 to 20 push-ups, 20 to 30 crunches, and then 10 2-count high knee walks. And high knee walks, you're in place, essentially marching, but in a high knee. It's gonna be essentially a rest from these push-ups and crunches. And then you're gonna do that 5 times, repeat that circuit 5 times. You could do any variation of push-up you feel is acceptable, but challenging, you know. There's no rest in between the exercises, but 1 minute rest between the sets. Cool down right here. Now you see I have these roll any hotspots on the end of towards the end of the week, because your Monday workout, usually Monday workout, it's going to be tough. You're going to want to roll that out afterwards. And then your tips are here. And then Friday is going to be hard again. And I told Juliet that your maximum is going to be running at 150 meters, no more. And this is going to be one of your longer workouts at 100, 115, 120 meters. Here's your percentage. Off the curve means you're starting from the starting line, going around the curve, and then that whatever excess there is 15 or 20 meters. You can do the 100 meters on the straight, but make sure you do the 115, 120 off the curve. And your rest is here. Another core second, instead of 30 seconds, it's 40 seconds. Different exercises. Text me, Juliet, if you need to know what some of these are. And then your rest before the core circuit. Cool down, tips and advice. And yeah, here's the videos. And then I want to just point out this one more time. You can put these other names in for the other gals that want to join. But this is like, sure.
So on the very top for all the days, are those the same exercises that we're going to be doing each week? Like every Tuesday we're going to be doing this, and every Wednesday and so on?
No,
it's going to like switch up.
It's going to reset every week.
Okay.
You're going to be slowly ramping up the difficulty.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then are these programmed for the track, right? To be done on the track?
Yeah, and anything that has like the 30 meter or the meter mark behind it, I want you to be doing on track with either flats. I want you to be running in flats. I don't want any spikes. I don't want you rolling your ankle on the first day. And anything that doesn't have a 30 meter or like meter next to it, you could do on the turf on the football field if there's space, but there's PE people out there usually. But yeah, for your drills and stuff, you can do on the turf.
And then Laura, we could always schedule like a different time to meet up to like we can all, because we all get out at different times after school, you know.
Yeah, the only thing is
Like-
football practices, because I know that they take like the whole field.
Well, we could always like go to
You
like
can,
another.
yeah, you can always, there's that little section of like turf. Me and Juliet had a quick meeting there. You can do your warm-ups there.
Okay.
And then you can like do your workout on the track. I mean, if they get butthurt about you being on the track, just, you can call it my dad. Because he was the athletic director for a couple of years, and he was about the only person who stood up for the other athletes that wanted time on the track that weren't messing with the football field. If there's a game and if there's warm up for game, that's different.
Yeah.
But if it's only practice, you can, if the coach come over is like, yo, you got to get off. You could be like, no, we don't actually, we're not in your space and you're only doing practice.
Good point.
I've done that too. TY fucking hates me and Jake because I talk back to him like, fuck off, dude. It's just a fucking track workout.
That's funny.
Yeah, he hates us now. It's hilarious. But yeah, this is for you guys to write down anything going on with your body, or questions. Like if you have a question about like, oh, what is a V-sit crunch? Be like, yo, Max, what's a V-sit crunch? And I'll check this document before 150. And I'm answer your question real quick.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. I think that's it. That's all I wanted to go through. If you have any more questions, let me know. But yeah, it should be a pretty good week. I'd say you'll be tired, but you won't feel completely done out. For your weekends, I just want to suggest one more time, chill out during your weekends as much as you can. I mean, we got work, but after work, put your feet up. It's important to rest hard if you're training hard. Yeah. Anything else before we head out?
No, I think that's it. But yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, if we have any questions or comments, we'll just write them in that box
Yeah.
and let you know.
All right.